Bastila, you're alive! Finally, things are looking up. Now we just need to figure out a way to get off this planet.
You mean you don't have a plan to get off Taurus yet? What have you been doing all this time?
We were trying to find you, remember?
I see. Now that I'm back in charge of this mission, perhaps we can start doing things properly. Hopefully our escape from Taurus will go more smoothly than when you rescued me from Brezhik.
I know you're new at this, Bastila, but a leader doesn't berate her troops just because things aren't going as planned. Don't let your ego get in the way of the real issues here.
That hardly strikes me as an appropriate way of addressing your commander, Karth. I am a member of the Jedi Order, and this is my mission. Don't forget that. My battle meditation ability has helped the Republic many times in this war, and it will serve us well here, I am sure.
Your talents might win us a few battles, but that doesn't make you a good leader. A good leader would at least listen to the advice of those who have seen more combat than she ever will.
Both of you, settle down. This isn't helping.
Yes, you're right, of course. I apologize, Karth. This has been a difficult time for me. Of course, I'm happy to listen to your advice. What do you suggest we do?
First off, we can't get hung up on who's in charge. We all need to work together if we want to get off this rock. The answer is out there, we just have to find it.
Well said, Karth. And the sooner we start looking, the better. I've already been a prisoner of the Volkers, and I don't plan on being captured by the Sith.
Okay, so now what?
I think we'll need some help getting off Taurus. Maybe if we ask around, one of the locals can help us out. We should probably start by asking around in the cantinas. Is something wrong? You seem as if something's troubling you.
Something happened when we first met. Like a vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
You fighting a dark Jedi, Revan, I guess.
This is a bit strange. Such visions are often a sign of Force sensitivity.
Force sensitivity? What do you mean?
I'm not sure. It may be that you have some connection to the Force. It would not be unheard of. When we first met, your natural talent may have fed off my own Force abilities. It is possible that in the excitement of the battle's aftermath, the Force allowed you to witness one of my more intense memories.
This isn't the first time I had a vision.
The Force is complicated. Even I, with all my training, cannot fully understand it yet. This is a matter best left to the wise masters of the Jedi Council. Once we escape Taurus, we can seek the guidance of the Council if you wish. They will understand the significance of your vision, if there is any. However, I think it would be best if we all stayed focused on the task at hand right now. We can't afford any distractions. We need to find a way off Taurus.
Give me a second. Too low. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Knights of the Old Republic. Seems like, well, from what Bastila says, that's what happened in the last episode. Well, what happened that you couldn't see was they again showed that we had the vision of her battling Revan, but in this one, she actually tells him, "You're not going to get away with this." But then Revan's flagship was shot upon and injuring everyone but Bastila on the Revan's flagship. So as of right now, we're going to talk to everyone. God damn it.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I just want to talk to you.
Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it?
No, I don't want to argue with you.
And I don't want to argue with you either. I mean, you seem sincere enough, I guess. I just don't trust easily. And for good reasons, which are my own.
But we have to work together, Karth. So it has plenty to do. What reasons? Yeah, what reasons? I want to know.
Damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust?
They turned to the dark side, obviously. Why is it so personal?
Of course the Jedi turned to the dark side. There were others, however, who weren't Jedi. Good men, trusted men, who joined them. Malik and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done. But the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy.
You say that with such hatred.
I know. And I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... No, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
Alright, well you get to find out a little more about Cartho Nasi. Oh yeah, we never actually... Where's the... I hate this. I wish I actually knew what the... There it is. There's Taurus. Alright, enough of that. Let's talk to mission.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk more about your brother.
I don't want to talk if I'm gonna be any...
Alright.
Okay.
Well, let's, for the first time ever, talk to the Wookiee. I want to know a little more about you, Zomar. I've honored the life debt, but I don't feel like... yeah. And I will leave you be. We are going to respect him for it. Alright, so like most people, you want to start off with Bastila, and of course mission, right? I mean, like, why not? That's the first time your characters will have two girls. You there, human. You are the rider who won the great swoop race in the lower sea, yes? That's right. I have a message from Canris Ordo. He says you meet him in the cantina. Canris? Isn't he that Mandalorian that works for Davik? Sadly, didn't get to hear the first one. Canris didn't say why he wanted to meet you. He said he had an offer you couldn't refuse. Given his connections, you can see why it would be foolish to ignore his request. Thanks for the message. I'll go meet him in the cantina. Yeah. Alright.
Yes? Huh?
What?
Yes?
Are we going to do this? First time having a Jedi. We're going to increase her strength a bit. Oof. See, she's good at deflecting bolts. Much like, I don't know. Why does she have such high dexterity? I actually never really realized that. I usually just start buffing her strength. There we go. And yes, her class is Sentinel. So, of course, you always want to get her to... Oh, one more level. That's the next level. Okay. Always get her a lightning. Oh, wait. See, on the mobile version, there are perks, or there are actual achievements for certain ways, like for getting all the light side effects, or light side force powers. And then there are some for dark side powers, but since not on Steam, I don't think even on GOG. GOG is a lot more harder. Alright, so we'll get her. Ooh, actually, we might need this. Actually, this is for this will be foreboding for a later thing we may need. Level up. Okay, skill. More heals. And one more. Alright, well, we'll get. Not even. I can't. I can't even get that. This is really powerful later in the game. Like, way powerful. Of course, you gotta make sure it's constantly in effect, though. That's the only problem. Oh, wait. I can't get. Fine. Well, let's just add this. That'll be really useful too. Except one more level. Woo! Level 6. Only some better force powers. Maxed out. Oh well, more awareness. Feats. She gets force immunity, stun, and Jedi Knight or Night Sense. With that, for Jedi Sentinels, the Jedi possesses an inner calm that cannot be shaken by mere threats to mind or body. The Force grants the understanding which is a shield. Or grants understanding which is a shield that fear cannot breach. This feat is always active. Force immunity, fear, and unshakable connection to the Force, and through it to the galaxy as well. No amount of damage or distraction will cause fear or loss of alertness. This feat will always be active and replaces immunity fear. Now, well, it's pretty much the same thing for the night. I was looking at the wrong one again. Jedi's develop a connection to the Force that allows them to better sense incoming attacks. This feat grants 2 defense and is always active. Furthering their connection to the Force, the Jedi, in additional sensitivity to the actions of others in combat, it increases to 4 defense. Will always be active. But we will also give her a better flurry attack, because why not? Now, boom, take. We're gonna get 1 point. Oh well. And again, we're not gonna level up. We're gonna play. Oh yeah.
Sure. I'm here.
Let's burst lightsaber to be used. Now let's give her that and that.
Yeah.
No gauntlets. So we're gonna be doing this for a while. So, oh wait, I went the wrong way anyway. We're gonna try to sell what we don't need before we actually. Oh, hey, remains. No, we didn't come back and kill anything at all. Oh, this must have been. You know, the first kill. Oh wait, you might not. Oh, you weren't there. Alright, so show sell. Close. Sell. We can't give her really any armor because she wouldn't be able to use most of her force attacks. We are going to need a certain item later. We will keep these because we get a little buddy who can use it really well. Get rid of blaster rifle. It's pointless. Yeah, no. I'm going by my rule. Never use concussions. Don't damage, don't use. I know it's going to bite me in the ass later. We're going to keep mines. Oh well. Okay, so.
What?
Yes?
Oh god. Always keep. Sorry there. Always keep your arrow on your character. Alright, so we got a few other things we gotta run through. This one, we're gonna be doing. Bastila seems to have something on her mind. Perhaps just talk to her. Speak to Bastila.
How can I help?
You want to talk to me about something?
I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taurus. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces.
We were looking for you.
Yes, I realize that, of course. But surely there was more to it than a simple search. I doubt there were flashing signs pointing you in my direction. Yet somehow you found me. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulcan prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taurus Swoop champion. It's quite a resume.
What can I say? This is egotistical. This is just being a dick. I had a lot of help. Card mission Zalbar.
Your modesty is
No,
fine.
Zalbar hasn't really done
But
anything
there are
yet.
others
Don't
who-
worry.
You were the catalyst for these
He'll be
events.
very
When you were
useful
chosen to
way
join this
later.
mission, I doubt any of us expected
I mean,
this
technically I
much
could use
from
him right now.
you. A Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force.
I think you underestimate us non-Jedi.
Perhaps, but the Force works through all of us to some degree or another.
There's no
There are
such
some
thing as luck.
individuals
There is
outside
only
Jedi
the
Order we
Force.
consider Force sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success. Though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't, well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is,
What are you trying to say?
I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council.
She technically
For now,
spoke a little
let's
more
just
than
accept the
she
fact that
knows.
you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
So, to be honest, I'm gonna try my hardest to, as soon as a cutscene begins, well, sadly, it stops as soon as it begins, but as soon as the cutscene ends, I'm gonna try my hardest to immediately restart the recording. 'Cause I want everybody to actually see. Okay. Never press
Hey,
it.
look at this! A real live celebrity right here in my shop. Winning that swoop bike race has made you into something of a local hero. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity and all. But with the Sith occupation, I can barely afford to
That's
keep the doors
alright.
open.
Let's see what you got for sale.
Because of the Sith quarantine.
And here's what we're looking for. The Permacrete Detonator. And look, it only cost a nice fat 50. I actually could really... Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun. Ooh. No. There will be something where we... Oh. The Chinese ritual plant. Sadly, this is not upgradable. Not upgradable. But pretty dope. Not upgradable. To be honest, it looks like a very thin version of the Thanos blade. Like a very thin version. But as of right now, that's it. Yes, don't ask me what the mines are for right now. They'll be for, well, most likely another episode. We're going to the Upper City Cantina. I think this is where I'm looking for is.
I saw you in the
Darn
smoke
it.
race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for.
I thought you was in a Lower City one. What are you talking about?
My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised
you
me a
remember him in the
fortune
Lower
to
City,
work for
right?
them. And I have nothing
Before-
better
well-
to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately,
And before then,
Davik
at
hasn't
the
been
Under
paying
City,
me what he
on the
promised.
city above.
I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet.
So, how you plan on doing that? To do that?
I've got a plan to escape Taurus, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
You don't need to ally yourself with this person. We should move on while we can.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into
Okay,
the
we only
Sith
did 2
military
runs,
base.
and
I
we
need
were
someone to
pretty
steal
dope,
the Sith
right?
launch codes from the base.
Maybe
Without
I might
those
do a
codes,
little. I
any
might
ship
maybe
leaving
just
the
record a couple more
atmosphere will
swoop
be
races.
disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated
Each planet
defense
has
guns.
a thing. No, not each planet. No. 1, 2. Maybe 2 planets have them, but. Alright, what's in it for me?
Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk.
For most of you who don't know what that is the equivalency of the Millennium Falcon. I mean, you could tell by the last name, right? Hawk, Falcon. Jeez, how am I supposed to get inside the base?
Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid.
Oh,
then
wait.
you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base.
I think I screwed myself a bit. Won't Davik get mad if the droid...
Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission.
Oh.
He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally
Okay.
I do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back.
Oof.
That's why I need you.
Alright, Canderous. Since there's no other flippin' way to get off this planet, you got a deal.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javiyar's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
Alright, so the next time we see him, we will have the launch codes. But... I don't know if this will work, though. Not this. Where is it? Well, let's go. Oh, right. I don't have to now. Alright, well, as you guys can see, Deadeye Duncan, Gurlon Twofinger, Marl, and Ice, and Twitch. Twitch is someone else, I think. Okay, that's not what this is for, but we're gonna talk to this guy. My name is Ajur, I organize the duels here, and we need a new face in the dueling game. Human, you want to step into the dueling ring? It can be a high profitable venture. Might be interesting. I might be interested with him. So pretty much, we get to fight as much as we want until one of us falls. There are energy suppressors to make it where no one dies. Weapons are limited to hurting but not killing, and we will automatically get healed. Okay, I'll do it. We'll just go with it. Alright, we're gonna fight Deadeye Duncan. I'm not really gonna care about his talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner I give you Deadeye Duncan, and in the other corner a relative newcomer to the Taurus dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
Alright. That is so... okay. Now, let's look at... I've agreed to join the Taurus dueling circuit, the non-lethal duels that seem quite popular with the spectators. And you sense the chance of a sustainable profit. Whenever you want to duel, just talk to the slug. And right now we got one of the most weakest duelists in the game. Minus me right now. I mean, I'm technically the weakest
It's
one.
over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Jedi losing isn't huge. You have to do better than that to
Yeah. Again, he's the lowest of the low, so defeating him ain't nothing. We gained 55 experience.
I'm here.
No, this way was feared. That's what I feared. Good fight, mysterious stranger. Wow, bets. Here's your 100 credits. Alright, we're gonna go for next for Gurlon Two Fingers. I'm ready for a duel. I'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. In this corner, one of the greats, a man so tough, even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Gurlon Two Fingers. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the Taurus dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name, the mysterious stranger!
I am seriously might just turn down quite a bit of... I'm hoping that's just the actual special effect. It doesn't sound like it. Yeah, there we go. Come on, duel me, boy. 1v1, come on.
It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Gurlon losing to a rookie. Is this a sign that his injuries have finally caught up with him? Or is the mysterious stranger for real? Only time will tell.
Well, we may do a few of these fights, but we're not gonna do the all the way out. Okay. Let's talk to the slug once more. Okay. Good fight. People like you, Mysterious Stranger. They bet a lot of money. Here's 10%. 200. Alright, now we're just gonna leave for a bit. Entirely, we can go all the way up to a full-on death match. Which is with this guy. Bendak Star Killer. But as of right now, we don't really care about that. We just need to get back down to Lower City. For one reason. No, I mean, we only need to go there for one reason. We got one reason here. And, we're not going to end it here, but we might actually... We might go do the next thing we need to do.
Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? I can treat you right here at the center for almost any condition, except the raccoon disease, of course.
I have the serum for the cure for the raccoon.
You have the serum?
The serum.
Possible.
Serum.
How did you get this? No, wait. I don't really want to know.
Actually, it was off a dead body.
The serum, I mean. I need to see if there is enough for me to analyze it so I can start producing it in mass quantities.
There you go.
Let me see. Yes, this is it. A cure for the raccoon disease. With this sample, I can make enough serum for everyone. The people of Taurus owe you a debt they can never repay. Please, take this small reward. It isn't much, but it's all I can afford. A few credits and 2 spare med packs.
Keep it. You need it more than I do.
You truly have a noble and generous spirit. But you deserve something for your effort. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount whenever you shop at my store. It's the least I can do.
That's very kind of you. We're just glad we're able to bring some relief to the suffering of these people.
Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, and good health too.
Oh, thank you for saying it, Bessa.
Blow it! If you'd brought that rat ghoul serum to Zax, he would have made it worth your while. No, you had to go and do the honorable thing.
Wham! Not my fault your heart is as black as coal. Or whatever very dark colored material there is in Star Wars. Hey, look at those little punks over there. Go talk to these people. Please, human, I am injured and in need of assistance. These human children keep hitting and kicking me. I cannot reason with them, but if I fight back, I can be arrested.
Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here.
Please, human, help me. These offspring of your species will listen to you. Hey, you kids, leave that Thorian alone.
What do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city.
Get out of here, you punks. You'll be the ones in pain.
Oh! Run for it!
Thank you, human. I was returning from a visit with the work associate when these human children, attacked me and chased me through the streets. You look hurt. Here, I've got a med pack. Let me help you. You're too kind, human. Thank you for your generosity. Most of your kind here on Taurus care little for aliens like myself. Once more, thank you for saving me from those human children. I must take leave of you now. My life mate will be wondering where I'm at. You gained 60 experience, a light side point, and lost a med pack.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt of the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Aw, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just because you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What's that? Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Mission asked for it. She technically asked if she did. But it just happened to be on her now. Alright, so we're gonna call this episode Base Raid. It's gonna be a full-on base raid. I don't care how long it takes, because the next one's gonna be... We're gonna be a base raid, and then we're gonna save right before we talk to Candace. Because I'm gonna tell you guys now, there's going to be so many points that I'm not going to be able to really record, because guess what? It's redundant, this recording system. Customer, come in. Janice Snall at your service. Welcome to my Droid and Droid Supply Shop. Always good to see a new face. Customers are hard to come by. A lot of Terrace citizens won't come in here. They refuse to shop at a store owned by a Twi'lek. Candace said you sell me the T3M4 droid to me. Oh, Candace sent you. Why didn't you say so? Okay, the droid is ready for 2,000. Dark points. Yeah, I don't... If you're trying to rob me, why not just stick a blaster on my face? On the other hand, if I want to stay on the good side, how about 150? It's a deal. Oh, look! Wow, look at you, big spender. Okay, T3M4 unit is yours. Pleasure doing business with you. A real pleasure. We got most likely a little more extra experience for this. T3M4 has joined your party. Left click this response to go to the party selection. We're gonna get her off for now. We're gonna add our little homie. You wanna go with this configuration? Yes. You've lost 1,500 credits. Journal entry added and experience points increased added 250.
I'm here.
Alright, so we got one more thing. Like,
A plague spreads through our streets. We cannot sit idly by while this pox infects us.
Okay, so this episode is going to be cleaning up a few things. One more thing before we do to the next point. Before we do the base.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols. So unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
Dude, look at that armor. It's like a friggin' mirror. I got my authorization papers here.
Well, why didn't you say so? Everything seems to be in order. Okay, I guess you can go down to the lower city. Just be careful down there. Those swoop gangs will take a shot at anybody. Even our Sith patrols have come under fire.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie there, mate. I'm trying to remember. There's. We're gonna. Should we? Oh, wait. I don't think I have gone through. I've gone through here most likely. Well, let's just run up and down just in case. No one should have spawned, if I'm remembering. We could just use T3 and 4 to repair that robot. But okay, we've gotten that. That's where the Chani armor that I'm not wearing is. I'm looking for another set of armor. There he is. Okay, this is Matrick. As you can remember him, he was the one looking for the... I was afraid you wouldn't come back. Did you manage to get the permacrete detonator? I have it right here. Go on, take it. Let me see. Yes, this should do the trick. There won't be anything left on this apartment, but some scorching on the wall after I softened bad boy. Alright, so it's pretty much dynamite. Or not dynamite. Something more powerful than dynamite, but not weak. Okay, timer is set. Now let's get out before it blows. Well, watch. We get to do our first explosions. That last one was bigger. That was quite a blast. Don't go back in there. The whole roof might cave in on your head. Look, I'm not a man for long goodbyes, but I want to say thanks. If it wasn't for you, I'd be a dead man. But now, I won't have to worry about any bounty hunters coming after me. So good luck and goodbye. Now that I'm dead, I can't be seen wandering the streets. Like I said, there's another reason why we wanted to do this. And there's one more reason why we're going to a certain area before we, see, I'm gonna say this. We've missed two actual little scenes. We've missed at least two of them right now. Which oh yeah, this next place we never even gone through. I wasn't entirely sure on how I was gonna be able to do this, but, well, let's see. Lower city apartments. Now this should do nothing. This is an in-game cutscene. This should not do anything wrong. You seem to take a great interest in our progress. Do you need something, little man? Quiet, Lure Grow. That's Calo North, the infamous bounty hunter.
There's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect.
The only way you'll collect that bounty is over our cold, dead bodies.
That's the plan.
Now watch. Instant. Like nothing. You know what this is supposed to mean? He's supposed to be one of the most BA bounty hunters on the planet. And the process. Yeah. Now I'm really hoping most of this has not been cut out.
Let's make this quick. I'm here.
Oh, I have all forgotten. Let's give him a disruptor pistol. Oh wait, and we're gonna change that blaster to a heavy pistol. Oh, and actually have nothing else.
What can I do?
Alright, so we do have enough to... We most likely have enough to disable the mine. Ooh, armor reinforcement. We might need that. Oh.
What can I do?
Oh yeah, he does. We're gonna... Actually, he should have enough for that, too. Oh, he does not. Okay. There we go. Alright, so I guess while I'm here, we're going to level this bad boy up. Level up. Attributes. This guy gets dexterity. Ooh. He's got high intelligence. Ooh, he's gonna get a lot of points. Apparently not, actually. Wow. Oh, it took 2. Okay, wait. Yes. Get another level up. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. What? Oh, I don't want to. Okay, so demolition doesn't matter. As long as you have enough to disable it, that's alright. Okay, there we go. Accept, and one more level up. Skills, okay. Boom. Boom, boom. Don't worry. Boom. Feats, tactician, logic upgrade. Which pretty much is his, like, his droid upgrades. Like mine for scout, and roll, and scout. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I know that. I don't know. Droids have different ones. Ooh. We'll give him a little extra of that. We're gonna need that. That should be it. They ran in. Oh, we got 4. I'm damn well killing myself. It's just pretty much you can't understand what really he's saying. Not in this game. Actually, in no games can you understand what he's saying. There we go. Now, the reason I have at least 2 level 6s is there's a certain fight oh, hey. Guess what? Frag out. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe another energy shield. No. More grenades. Oh yeah, there's the energy shield. Good job. Extra energy shields are always perfect. Ooh, a cryo band. Ooh, we might need that. Oh yeah, this is that one. This is that one I was hoping to find.
What can I do?
Disable it, my friend. Doesn't matter. He's a robot. Or he's a droid. It doesn't matter. Okay. This is an electronic personal message center, though it looks like it hasn't been used in some time. There is one unread message on this system. Hey, Elam, how's life on Taurus? I heard your brother left for Tatooine to become a miner. Did he at least leave hyperdrive behind to keep you company? I hope you're still practicing with that blaster I gave you. Remember what I taught you, because you might need it. Taurus isn't like Alderaan. It can't be dangerous there. Stay away from swoop gangs and keep everything locked up in that strong box. No one's going to be busting into that thing. Hope to hear you soon. Uncle Louie. Okay, you may have not heard it, but there are a few key words in there, in that message. This strongbox is particularly sturdy. It's of particularly sturdy construction. The lock is computerized. Is a computerized touch panel that is Okay, you can read it. Because of the box's older off-planet model, there is no interface for you to try and slice the system. You'll need to try to figure out the password if you want to get inside. Try to enter the password. This is the strongbox of Elematic. There is no permanent unauthorized user. Please enter the proper password response for the identity. What is the name of your pet? Hyperdrive. Who taught you how to fire a blaster? My uncle. Where did your family originally come from? Alderaan. Identity confirmed. Lock disabled. Welcome, Elam. 110 experience. And the Republic mod armor. Woo.
I'm here.
Yes?
It's actually a pretty useful layer. I mean, it's, yeah, and look, it's upgradable. It's pretty much just as good as what we have now, but that just means I can sell the one that we have, and I can use this, because there's no upgrades on the one I had. You see that? Now that's a locked door. Why would there be a locked door? And it's a low security.
No problem. Got it.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes. Now, what are you doing here?
Just exploring. I didn't know anyone was here.
Well, go explore somewhere else. There's nothing interesting for you here. This is your only warning. If you bother me again, you won't walk out of here alive.
Alright, now, just by the fact that she says that. Use.
I gave you a chance to get out of here and leave me alone, but I guess you're just too stupid to take it. Now you'll see why I'm the most dangerous assassin on Taurus.
And maybe you'll finally learn that you can't fuck with the Jedi. But you can fuck with. Oh yeah, see look. Well, we just took out the most dangerous assassin on Taurus. How does everybody feel?
Yes?
What?
I hate that. Alright, and she has items. Scope, adrenaline amplifier, and neural band. Alright, so that's the end of this. Alright, there's one more. Kill the Black Vulture! Ah, I got stuck now. Oh, no. He rolls around, pretty much like R2. If I'm gonna guess, he had to be the representative R2 in this game. I'm gonna be honest, he's in both 1 and 2. So why wouldn't he be R2? Though, I'm not going to say that they're related, but oh, another Vulcan shock stick. Great. Just doing one little run around before we leave. I have to make sure no other Vulkars have come back. Gotta keep this area cleaned up. Find one herb around. Yeah, right. Alright, this is the last area. Let's leave. Now. Alright, so I think we've pretty much decimated the entire Black Vulcar gang. Wrong way. Now we are off to deal with the Sith base. Maybe right now. No, that might be the next episode, be base raid. Might call this the cleanup. And I might just show... I'm really trying to figure out whether I want to throw 2 episodes up at once. Of the same game. Well, as you can see, these are Sith fighters. Now, hopefully we don't have to see that. And that is actually a cargo ship. But where we're going is... Usually in the original game, I would always run around and try to, like, clear the entire map open. We're going to the military base. But, actually, wait. Sure, let's just use, I want to see. Okay, let's go in the solo mode.
Yes?
What can I do?
Sure.
Will this work? That'll work. But we're gonna leave this episode here. If you like this video, hit that like button and maybe hit that subscribe button also. Hit that notification bell, and I know this episode is gonna be like maybe one of the shortest episodes I've ever done, but well, the next two episodes are going to be full clear, will most likely be full clears, and for yeah, each one I'm going to save before we get on to the next point. I think the one after this one is going to be a funky one, actually. It's going to be really funky. Since I can't get the actual cutscene, like the cutscenes between one part of the game to the next part, is the only thing that does not work for some odd reason. But other than that, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!